Okay, today we will learn how to write flux linkages in a group of conductors. So for this, let us assume n number of conductors, n number of parallel conductors. Let this conductor, the first conductor is your A, the second conductor is your B, third conductor is your C, and so on. You have a large number of conductors up to n number of conductors. So this conductor is your nth conductor, and corresponding currents are, for A conductor it is IA, it is carrying current IA. For B conductor, current is your IB. For C current conductor, current is your IC. Similarly, for nth conductor, your current is IN. So there are n number of parallel conductors running in parallel, and they are forming a closed circuitry. Means circuit is complete. Therefore, this sum of the currents of all the conductors from IA to IN, IA plus IB plus IC plus to the nth current, IN current, is equal to 0. And how many conductors are there? Number n parallel conductors are there, n parallel conductors. Okay. So why we need flux linkage? Because flux linkage relations are important to determine the inductance of transmission line. Once we get the flux linkages, we can write the inductance by dividing the flux linkages by current. We know this. Okay. There are certain assumptions for the derivation of flux linkages of group of conductors. So these are the assumptions. Your first assumption is radius. The first conductor radius is R1, the second conductor radius is R2, third one is R3, like that, and nth conductor Rn are very small as compared to distance between conductors. It means the radius of these conductors A, B, C to nth conductor, the radius of all these conductors are very small compared to distance between them. See, distance between conductor A and B is your DAB. Okay, distance between conductor A and C is your DAC. Distance between conductor A and N is your DAN. So these distances DAB, DAC, DAN are very large compared to the radius of the conductor. Okay. Okay. Second assumption is current density is uniform. Okay. Third assumption is system is unaffected by external fields. It means whatever the number of conductors we are considering from conductor A to nth conductor, the magnetic flux linkages of all these conductors are are not affected by any external magnetic field. Okay. Now see, flux linking any conductor may be obtained by adding sum of its flux linkages produced by all the conductors of the system. So to find the flux linkages of one conductor, let us consider a point X which is at a large distance from conductors. It means we are considering a point X, this point, which is at a far distance, at a far, very, very far distance from these conductors, from these conductors. Okay. Now we will write flux linkage of conductor A. First we will write flux linkage of conductor A with flux which is produced by IA between conductors A and point X. It means that first we will write the flux linkage of conductor A, okay, between point between this conductor A and point X due to current IA. Okay, only due to current IA we will write first. So you can see here lambda AXA. Lambda AXA means flux linkage of conductor A to the point X because of the current in A conductor only. Because of the current in the A conductor only, matlab IA current. We know this, how to write flux linkages of any conductor. It is equal to 2 into 10 raised to power minus 7. Current is IA ln DAX. DAX means distance between conductor A to the X point. Okay, this is your DAX divided by DAA. DAA is a new term. Actually, it is another way of writing R dash. We know this R dash, that is the GMR, geometric mean radius, which is equal to 0.7788 R. Okay, so this DAA is nothing but equal to R dash. Okay, now see, now flux linkage of conductor A, again for the conductor A, which is produced by current IB, between conductor A and X. Okay, now we are going to write flux linkage of conductor A to the point X due to the current flowing in conductor B. Okay, previously we have write flux linkage of conductor A to the point X because of the current flowing in conductor A itself, that was IA, but now we are taking because of IB current, means current in conductor B. So for that, lambda AXB means flux linkage of conductor A to the point X because of current in B conductor, means IB. So 2 into 10 raised to the power minus 7 IB ln your distance between B to X, that is dBx, and in denominator it is DAB. DAB means distance between conductor A and B. Okay. Similarly, for nth conductor, flux linkage of conductor A to the point X because of the current in the nth conductor. Okay. 2 into 10 raised to the power minus 7 IN ln distance between nth conductor to the X point, and denominator we have distance between A to nth conductor, DAN. Okay, so now we will add all these flux linkages to get the total flux linkage of conductor A. So this lambda A is your total flux linkage of conductor A. This lambda A is actually is your total flux linkage of conductor A. Okay, so this lambda A will be equal to sum of flux linkage of conductor A to X because of IA current, flux linkage of conductor A to the point X because of IB current, flux linkage of conductor A to the X point because of IC current, flux linkage of conductor A to the X point because of IN current. Okay, so we can write like this this 2 into 10 raised to the power minus 7 will come in, will take this in common. So you will get IA ln dAx by daa, IB ln dBx by AB, IC ln dCx by dAC, to this IN ln dNx by DAN. Okay. Now we will write the above expression in the form of denominator and numerator. Okay. So this is your same 2 into 10 raised to the power minus 1, which was in common. IA, see here, ln, right now I am taking only denominator term, DAA, see here, 1 by DAA. So left will be DAX in the numerator. Okay, let it IB ln 1 by DAB, which was here, IC ln DAC, which was here, DAC, to the point IN ln 1 by DAN, and this DAX, which was in numerator, is coming here. Okay, plus IA ln DAX. If you combine this term and this term, क्या होगा? You will have IA in common. Okay, ln 1 by daa plus ln dax. So ln a plus ln b, that is ln ab, and you will get final ln dax by daa, the same expression you will get. Okay. Similarly for IB to the nth. Now we know this, that sum of all the currents are 0 because the circuit is complete. So we can write this IN as minus of IA plus IB plus IC to the, if you take the previous term of this IN, the previous term will be what? IN minus 1. So it is IN minus 1. Okay. So now in the next line, we will put value of this IN to here, IN. So your expression is same, 2 into 10 to the power minus 7, this is same, the previous one. This one is same to the previous one. This one, see, IN minus 1. Here we have write till IN term. So the previous term will be IN minus 1. So that is written IN minus 1 ln dn minus 1 to the x. Okay. And your IN is written here, minus IA minus IB minus IC2 minus IN minus 1 ln dnx. Same thing. Okay. Now you can see from here that your lambda A will become 2 into 10 raised to the power minus 7 IA ln 1 by dA, same as above, IB to IN, same as above. Okay. From here you can see that this term IA plus ln dx, see this term, and see here next term minus of IA ln dnx. So what is ln A minus ln B? Ln A by B. So that is written here plus IA ln, this dax is coming here, dax, and this dnx, this one dnx is coming in the denominator. Okay. So just we are writing ln A minus ln B as ln A by B. Similarly for IB and similarly for IN minus 1. Now see an important thing. What we have considered earlier in assumption, that your x point, that your point x was very far away from your conductors, from your conductors. These are your conductors. Okay, these were your conductors. So this point x is very far away from all these conductors. So distance between this conductor to the x, distance between this conductor to the x, distance between this conductor to the x, distance between this conductor to the x can be comparable. Okay, can be comparable means d, suppose this was a, so dax can be comparable to dbx, dcx. Okay, if it is n, dnx. So this ln dax by dnx, dbx divided by dnx. Okay, these two terms, that is in numerator and denominator, are comparable, means these two terms can be assumed as equal. Okay, therefore you will get ln1. So what will the value of ln1? 0. So these terms will become 0, these term will become 0, these term will become 0. So only left term will be this one. Okay, only left term will be from here to here only. So that I am writing here as lambda a. You can see as 2 into 10 raised to the power minus 7 ia ln 1 by daa ib 1 ln 1 by dab plus and so on in ln 1 by dan. Okay, so this is your standard uh, formulation of writing flux linkage of any conductor. Similarly, so this was your flux linkage of conductor A. You can write total flux linkage of conductor A. Okay, total flux linkage of conductor A. Similarly, for B conductor, we can write like this, that lambda B means flux linkage of conductor B, flux linkage of conductor B as 2 into 10 raised to the power minus 7 IA ln D BA B to A plus IB ln 1 by DBB. Okay, IC ln 1 by DBC to the nth. Okay, okay. Suppose if you want to write for C conductor, so what will be the flux linkage of C conductor? It will be 2 into 10 raised to power minus 7. Okay, IA ln 1 by D C to A plus IB ln 1 by C to B. Okay, plus IC ln 1 by DCC plus IN ln 1 by D C to N. Okay, like that we can write for any conductors. So now I will stop here. Thank you for watching.